This past weekend at Meck, we held one of our baptism events. If you were there in person or you joined us online, or you've experienced a baptism event in the past, you know that they're electric. With a crowd of people cheering, cupcakes, and smiling faces, it's hard not to get excited about baptism. But in and of itself, someone being dipped in water isn't going to cause a commotion. So what is it about baptism that leads hundreds of people to hoot and holler like they were at a sporting event? Pastor Jim spent time explaining exactly what baptism is, and I want to be sure that we all slow down a minute to really steep our minds in why this is exciting, especially for those of us who have already made the decision to live a life with Jesus. Baptism is a sacrament that is an outward representation of the inner private decision to trust your life to Jesus, to name Him as the leader of your life. Many of us, myself included, can sometimes see these as one-time decisions, and in gesture, they are. You entrust your life to Jesus one time. You are baptized one time. But, as Pastor Jim explained, this one-time gesture is the beginning of a life. We have to choose to live that type of life, the one that Jesus calls us to. A life filled with love, joy, patience, kindness, compassion, and obedience, day in and day out. When we choose Jesus over and over again, we fully enter into a life that's guided by God. That is what we celebrate at baptism. Not just a one-time decision that someone has made, but rather a life that they are embarking on. One where the God of the universe is in the driver's seat, where His will is being done, where human life is working alongside God, bringing His kingdom to earth, now, often, in our community. That is what is so exciting, a physical representation of dozens of lives going into the world, working to bring God's kingdom to bear on their community. We celebrate all of the ways that God will use this person who is being baptized. That is something to cheer about.